trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
Welcome back to the Alpha FX Live Trading. How are you today?
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Yanar. How are you?
That's bad.
Why? What happening, brother? Did
Cold.
someone touch you in an inappropriate place, or what's the problem?
Yes, it was cold. It was cold.
I thought someone touched you.
Oh, how about you? Are you good?
Yeah,
is
I
good.
mean, that ChatGPT trade was shocking. I mean, boom, immediately £100. And then, of course, if you see the channel on the screen, I entered into another buy. In the morning, I was quite hesitant to trade. Then I looked at the chart. I was like, that looks like a bull flag. You know, nice top, nice bottom, bit of descending bull flag pattern. And, you know, I don't like to trade technicals, but when there is no news in the market, and today was absolutely no news type of scenario, so I relied more on the technical side and more on my eyes. So I was eyeballing the chart. I was like, that looks like a bull flag. So I did sell. Of course, I asked ChatGPT because, you know, I like to gamble my money away with the newest artificial intelligence. She was right. So I closed profit at 50 pips, but then it dropped another 60 pips. So overall, I could have backed £2,100, but I ended up with just 1,000 because I closed too early. Never mind, money is money. And then it reached the bottom of the channel, and I entered with, you know, one lot, and I got stopped out after, you know, like 10 pips because price came down to 25.69, 25.70. And I re-entered, and boom, immediately 80 pips profit again.
Indeed.
I thought it's going to be a boring day, but not today.
Well, I was waiting the sell gold. I was going in because the 4 hour was the falling star, so I was sure it's going down. But now it's going up, and after lunch it's going down. Ridiculous.
Yeah, just like a toilet seat. I'm going to hold this trade for a little bit longer, speculating on that bull flag. But if you in with heavy lots, I would. Well, I can't recommend live anything like what to do with your money. You're all fully grown, mature adults who can make informed decisions about your financials. But I would just take some fucking money out of the trade because we don't know what's going to happen. And we have today retail sales in it.
Indeed. And seems like Charles is back.
Who? Who's back?
George.
Charles George.
Yes.
Charlie. Good.
Yes.
Let's give a random applause to Charles.
Clap, 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 clap.
I'm so shocked. Yaro, what he just said in the members Discord, that how shit the internet in Germany is and how expensive it is. Absolutely shocking. J5000GA, do I still trade indices? Yes, I do. Still sitting in the shitty Euro GBP EY, whatever, Euro GPY trade. So as mentioned, US 30. I actually did an analysis on US 30, and my analysis was long. And it did break. It just created a new all-time high, ladies and gentlemen. And it's gonna go just higher from here. You can see on the chart, it will go absolutely crazy. The reason why US 30 is now in a bull run, but not NASDAQ, because NASDAQ hasn't even recovered half of the losses. You can see the previous all-time high is halfway through, whereas US 30 already created a new all-time high today. And the reason why US 30 is bumping so much harder than NASDAQ is because you see it's full with defensive stocks. Defensive stocks which help to defend against, who knows the answer, help against to defend what?
Everything.
I'm looking for one specific word. It's not the boom, it's the bust. What happens on the business cycle when the economy is down? Come on, guys.
Very good question.
Have you heard about the business cycle?
I think not. Not sure.
No, you must have heard about the
Are you
business
talking
cycle.
about- Are you talking about like late stage investing and things like that, where we're looking to utilities and a change in
No. Just simple, Tony. You probably know the answer. This is the business cycle. Oops, sorry. So, economies experience booms and busts, peaks and troughs. When the economy is prospering, economy is expanding, everything is good. You know, money is good, job is good, everything is happy. But when the economy is down, in a depression, we call it a recession, or, well, worse is depression, but economic recession, when the economy is not doing too well, unemployment is going up, output is reduced, you know, this kind of thing. So when recession is coming, what stocks are investors looking at, Tony?
Well, I mean, your defensive style stocks. So again, like utilities would be a play in this market.
Exactly.
Broadening, the less of tech, things like that.
Exactly. So get out of the blue chip, get into defensive stocks. Utilities is one of the most quoted defensive stocks, but there are other industries as well which tend to perform very well. Utilities.
This
I
is like,
think-
sorry, you go.
No, you're gone.
I was just going to say this is kind of where the Warren Buffett style investors would probably start to take off, is the value investing, looking for, you know, not high PEs and good long-term growth and things like that.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. But I have a theory. Do you want to hear it?
Love to.
I
Yes.
think that the era of cherry picking is long over, like 15 years ago. It's gone. With the growth of these mega monster companies, like if you look at Apple it could be the 8th biggest country in the whole world if it was a country, based on the amount of cash it has and you know the market capitalization. And because we have these huge companies which are bigger than most of the countries in the world, it's difficult to hide if the market is going down, and also difficult to hide when the market is going up. So kind of like it's distorting the true value of other companies, because NASDAQ is the perfect example. NASDAQ 100 or S&P 500. There may be some companies which has extremely good PE ratios, extremely good EBITDA, and extremely good valuations, but it accounts only 20% of the market capitalization, 80% of the companies. 20% of the companies in S&P or NASDAQ accounts for 80% of the market cap, the total market cap, which is scary. So if these big companies go down, they pull down everyone else. What do you think about this?
Well, 100%. This is the Mag 7, right?
Yeah,
This is why you got the
absolutely.
equal weighted market index, which is again something that's broadening out at the moment as people move from these big ones into the other smaller companies. But please carry on with your point with the individual.
So it's difficult to find value among these monstrous companies. Even if you find value, maybe it's overlooked by, you know, greed, by market sentiment, and people just focusing on the big names. And even if you find a good value, there is no guarantee that it's going to outperform majority of the companies or going to perform well, because of the I can't remember what effect it's called, but let's call it the group effect, or how would you call it, Tony?
I know what you're saying, like the one if I can't think of the exact phrase, sorry.
Yeah, there is a specific, it's called an effect, but anyway, so it is, in my opinion, it's difficult. Yeah, I would love to look at stocks and, you know, do the valuations, but it can work, but not in the long run, because if there's a recession or a crisis, and if all the big companies go down, or some of the big companies go down, they pull down all the others. So even if you find a good deal, good value company, value stock, yeah, you can't hide. When the shit hits the fan, it covers everyone. And let's talk about gold, because we have 20 minutes for the next data, which is going to be retail sales, right?
Yes.
Why is retail sales important?
Gauge of the heating or cooling of the economy, how much free capital people have.
Ooh, very good, excellent. So the US economy is heavily service based, heavily, you know, transaction based, let's put it this way. So more money is going around in the economy, the more overheated the economy is going to be. So retail sales is important because 70% of the GDP is made up of consumption, transactions, and the more consumption there is, the higher inflation, or the more stubborn inflation is going to be in the United States. The less retail sales we have, or the US has, you're going to be showing a weakening economy, would you say?
Less sales, weakening economy for sure.
Yeah, less sales, less GDP, less output. So the economy is actually, because GDP is a measure of growth, a very stupid measure of growth actually, because it, for various reasons, it just, I don't know, many investors and many people just obsessed with GDP, but actually it's one of the worst thing to measure an economy. But it's a legacy that we inherited from the past. We carry on, get fixated on, oh, the GDP is actually, this and that, but it's bullshit because it doesn't take into account the ownership of the assets. So that could be, multiple American companies in India or Europe. Yes, they do add to the GDP, but they take all the profit back home. So what's the point of measuring them in the GDP? But anyway, so today retail sales is forecasted to be less, right? Core retail sales 0.2% versus 0.4%. Retail sales month to month negative 0.2.
Well, we don't see numbers, but yep.
You don't see it? Oh, let me just put it on.
Yes, we don't see. We see MT4, MT5. I mean.
Oh no. There you go. So you should be able to see now.
Yes, we see now.
Both of the core and the headline retail sales is forecasted to be lower. Now, a lower retail sales, is it good for the upcoming interest rate decision tomorrow?
Well, if it comes out really bad and retail sales is down like 0.5 or something like that, that's going to add to the 4 to 5 basis points or 50 basis points, narrative.
Can you repeat that if it comes out?
So if it comes out and everybody's spending less, so like let's just say a negative 0.5 on the retail or something like that, and core is at 0, something like that, right? It's going to be a huge addition to what everybody's already almost pricing in, which is a bigger than expected rate cut, which means that something's broken.
You're good. Very good. Very, very good. How did you learn all of this?
I just listen a lot.
Good. So as Tony said, if data comes out today significantly lower, and it's important to mention, we'll talk about significance because it has to be like, -5 or -0.5. So there has to be a surprise which is strong enough to surprise the market. So if you have a significantly lower retail sales, that is going to have enough power to push gold to 2600. Yes, and I said it right, 2600. That will be my target. Why is it going to have... Why is one single data have the power or the effect at this time to push gold to 2600? It's because we have an interest rate decision tomorrow, right?
Same as you in the morning, just front running.
Yeah, and why is it important? It's because the market is debating not the interest rate cut. The market is debating the size of the interest rate cut. Any supporting evidence, such as a significantly lower retail sales, is an evidence that yes, the Fed is able to cut interest rate 50 basis points if the retail sales low enough, right? Prem asking your point of view on gold. We just talked about this. Read the screen, read the chart. I'm holding a long position after this beautiful sell of 110 pips, 120 pips. And gold inconveniently came back to almost the middle of this channel and right just below the pivot. I think it's going to break through. I think we're going to have a significantly lower retail sales. If you look at the forecast, it's already forecasted retail sales to be half or lower than the previous one. So we have a shrinking economy, which is good, because it's another evidence, or another reason for the Fed to raise interest rate by 50 basis points. Would I enter into a buy right now? What do you think? Yep. And in fact, I'm going to add another buy just now. But it's going to be only half a lot.
Why half?
It's only half, yeah.
Why?
Because I made money today, so I don't want to risk too much.
Oh.
It's very quiet today. Forex flows want to ask the question. Fire away. Before you ask, I have to warn you, I like girls.
And then goes the silence.
I guess we need a question.
You are promoting ForexC, a service inside service. I'm not sure if I understand. I do promote ForexC because I strongly believe that they are a good company, and I am personally having my money with them.
I mean, Thomas, in my opinion, and again, who knows the future, right? Retail sales likely comes out at expectations, and you get this big, like, sell the news, buy the fact scenario where everyone dumps and then immediately like, oh shit, tomorrow's coming, and then buy it in tomorrow, because no matter what, the interest rates are getting cut. We know that for sure. We know that it's just 25 or 50.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be, but you know, it's there's a reason why I only entered with half a lot. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, a bit of fun.
It's just for me, like, it's like EJ yesterday when I said to you, it seems almost too obvious.
Oh yeah, don't talk about that. Don't talk about.
I know.
That.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
I thought about that last night, and I was like, man,
No.
I wish I never said that comment.
No.
But it'll be a similar thing here, where everyone's just expecting it to just skyrocket, you know, and typically, fucking gold, bro.
Yeah, it's sometimes difficult, but we are, you know when is the most difficult to trade gold or any assets, in fact? Is during regime change. Because the money is looking for new ways. Money is being reallocated, so it's difficult to find the trend again. When a trend is ending, and then you have to find another trend. It could be in the same asset, because the same asset could continue the trend, or could do a pullback and then continue a trend, and various variations. But when there is a regime change in monetary policy, everyone is so scared. Money is scared. Smart money is scared. Hot money is scared, and no one knows really what to do. But a couple of weeks, few months, and it's back to normal. And it looks like gold is selling off. or just retracing?
Yeah,
I
it's
was
funny.
someone to stop
He
me
hasn't
out
even-
on the okay.
Yeah, I still have some leverage. Sorry, some. Nah, that's the reason why I entered with only half a lot. I still have some buffer till it hits stop loss, but surprising is that it hasn't even touched the daily pivot. It was very close. And just started. It could be a pullback, who knows. Eki Umo, what are your expectations if the market has 25 basis points or 50 cut? How do you think the market will react? For 50, it's definitely going to be a breather. 25, as I just explained, the market is the most difficult to predict when there is a regime change. It could go both ways, to be honest.
Funny watching that regime change play out in the stock market, where you where you see some new poll come out that Trump's winning, and everybody just moves into like crypto and Trump stocks, and then suddenly the next poll comes out and it's Kamala winning, and everyone goes into these like defensive style stocks.
Yeah, plus you have the elections as well, which just makes things more difficult. The Sheikh, hey, I was right, Tomasz. You should have held your sells. Brother, I already took profit from the sells, and then I entered into a buy, and we're still in profit. The Sheikh effects.
Hello, can you hear me?
No?
Oh, okay.
How you doing, Yaro?
I'm doing great. And you?
Yeah, I was great. Made some profit this morning and in the afternoon. Yeah, overall still in net profit. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just took some profits and take the money. Make the money, take the money. I always
Exactly.
say.
All right, I'm gonna go on a technical break.
Take the money anyway. Anyone looking at selling Euro USD?
Tomasz, I have a question.
I'm happily married. Okay.
What do you think about the Dow Jones? With the potential lower retail sales, we can go in short?
Not necessarily. There could be a pullback, but overall, I think the Dow Jones is going to continue a little bit higher. For S&P, I would go more in the short, but Dow Jones is more of an industrial and not a retail. It's more of an industrial, and I think because of the defensive characteristic of Dow Jones, the defensive stocks represented in Dow Jones, I think it's going to withhold a lower retail sales longer term, if it makes sense.
Yes, and I'm speculating on tomorrow's rate cuts, and maybe I'm thinking about sell-off pressure, and then we're going to continue the trend.
Yeah. So as I said, it's difficult to say, and by the way, I am going to close down the that half a lot position because it just doesn't look good. You know, we're live on YouTube. That is closed down. So when there is a regime change of monetary policy going from, you know, rate cuts and then no rate cut and then suddenly cutting rates, the market is always confused. Money is always scared. The market is confused. Traders are shitting their pants like, oh, because they were able to catch a trend for 2 years, you know, high interest rates rising. There was for 2 years, guys, we were riding this trend, and now that is going to be over because ECB cut the interest rate already. Fed is about to cut interest rate. Bank of Japan will do the opposite. But anyway, so there is a regime change, there's a trend change, and money is scared. It's difficult to predict bang on, like, okay, so this is where we have the turning point, because we have data every single day, because we have interest rate decisions every month. We have the central bankers giving interviews every week. So there will be a few weeks. There will be a few weeks or months until the dust settles around this, you know, regime change. All right, and I'm going in with one standard lot. Buy. That is the new position I entered just now. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Right on. So the maximum I can lose is less than £500 from these two positions.
Pretty good.
Gamer TV, hello Tomasz, what is your view on CBDC and trading? What's CBDC?
Central banking digital currency.
Crypto, stablecoins, central bank stablecoins.
Ah, well, it's too early for that. We are behind decades. The economy is behind decades. Technologies may be ready, but implementing this kind of technology, I mean, how long did it take for coins and notes to generally accepted around the world and in public? Hundreds of years, if not thousands. We have 33 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen. And we have retail sales coming up in 23 seconds. So if retail sales today is lower than expected, significantly lower, we're going to see gold reaching 2600. If it's not high enough or it's high enough, then gold is going to melt. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your pants, 1, and the data is out. Oh fuck.
Oh, whoa.
What is the data? Retail sales is actually positive. Let's have a look on the retail sales.
But core is negative.
What is the data?
Oh.
Core retail sales 0.1. Retail sales. Yeah, it's positive. No, I'm not convinced. It did a retest, a dirty move to the downside. But let's go in with another lot. That was a dirty move, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, previous got revised higher as well. Retail
All used by the fact, dumbass.
You did say it, and I didn't listen. You did say it. Well done, well done.
I know. I don't know the future, my friend. It's speculation.
Retail sales and retail control got revised higher.
How did the NASDAQ react? Sorry, US 30. It didn't yet because it's not open. Yeah, of course. So Tony, do you think it's going to continue higher or lower?
macro view, there's nothing stopping gold. I think with when the elections finish in America and the lawsuits start to kick in, you're going to see this thing fly. Because there's going to be at least 2 weeks of law. Oh, there 100% will be lawsuits on both sides, no matter who wins.
The gold came down a little bit lower, so I re-entered with another, only with one lot. So I'm not going crazy because gold is unpredictable today. So I have 2 lots.
I'm re-entering sells on Euro USD.
Dixie is flying.
Oh shit, that's not good, is it?
Doesn't bode well. I'm gonna.
Oh, it is flying, my friend. Well.
Again, I think this is just a dirty move. I think all these big guys want to get into gold because everyone knows where it's going. And it's going to come down to like a level like that 2566 or lower or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, just enough to close out the positions, right?
Exactly, right. And this is going to be an Angelo special. I bet you he's going to catch the wick right up.
Yeah, Angelo special. What's an Angelo special?
You catch this type of move where it's going to dump and then fly the opposite direction and just kind of get it. He's my hero.
He is good. He's good. The Sheik effects. Tomasz, please read my last message in up. No, I won't. Oh, here comes the message. I told you. Yeah, brother. Okay. So retail sales came out higher than the forecast, but it's not significantly higher. The question is gold going to continue to sell off or revisit, 25.90?
It's melting.
It is melting, yeah. Seems like investing.com is down.
Not for me.
Oh no, I've got it back. Yeah.
I'm gonna enter sells on the NASDAQ as well.
On the other hand, retail sales year on year is actually down 0.6%. Core retail sales no, actually it's down. Hold on. We have a mixed data. Core retail sales is down less than the forecast, less than the previous one. The retail sales headline month to month is actually higher than the forecast and less than the previous one. So it's a mixed data. No surprise that we had a massive dump. And then, look at that.
Is it going to be like sell the news by the effect if it's mixed?
It could be. Tony just forecasted that it might happen. And is a possibility. So when there is a mixed data, you can't really do anything. It's good if you have a narrative. It's good if you have a narrative and you prepare for every possible scenario. But it's different when you have mixed data. It's difficult. Nah. Thanks God I only entered with 200 minus 200. Let me just see the damage. So currently it's down £700. daily profit. No, got closed out, and that's it.
The R3 pivots coming in now. Oopsie, sorry.
No, I'm not going to re-enter. I'm tempted to enter here, but the problem is that the selling pressure is just too strong now. Who's lying? Who's selling? Someone on YouTube predicting 25.30 as potential target. Well, that's just too low. No, nothing is impossible, but that would be just 400 pips down, straight down.
Two, 5, 6, 8, 20. That's where I've got a long.
25.65 for Zimkan as a buying. 25.66. Seems like the 66.65 area is very popular for buys.
Mm.
Oh man, just all over the place. The mixed data, the big wicks, the big candles. It's just dirty.
It might just push from there up to the upside. Might continue from here.
Mixed data. Thanks God, not re-entered.
Yeah, it's going to come to weekly period again.
Which is
55. 25.50. You know.
Phew. Man, that bull flag just broke down. There's no recovery from here.
Tomorrow's going to be a big day. We got a morning briefing tomorrow, Tamas?
No, there's not much to talk about tomorrow morning because we have the happening in the evening. I mean, I can tell you everything about it. Again? Hello?
Well, go on, Thomas.
Wagwan, brother.
Been a while.
Who's that?
Ryan.
Rayon! How you doing, my friend?
I'm good.
Wagwan, brother.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Tell me, buy or sell?
I'm thinking about buying.
Oh, my hands are itching as well. Gonna teach this dirty gold. Where you been, brother?
A lot of things, you know. I took a little break from trading, but I'm back fully now. So
Just entered into buy, sorry. I couldn't resist. Got into a buy.
Likewise.
I was thinking about Tony. Sell the news by the fact. Esther Wombo is asking, will gold continue selling? Good question. We had just a very mixed data came out in terms of the retail sales, which doesn't make things easy, doesn't make trading easy when you have mixed data. Technically speaking, we have a very nice bull flag, possible retest of the previous all-time high, and even 2600 is forecasted by some of the major investment banks such as JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley or Citi. Can't remember which one was it, but some of them many of them expecting $2,600 dollars. We have interest rate cut tomorrow. The market is debating whether it's 50 or 25 basis point. So many things happening. I wish I could tell you, is it going to continue to sell down? I think gold is strong enough to push a little bit higher. But who am I to tell?
I think he will push higher though, honestly. My opinion.
Yeah, the question is like from where, because you can pull back to 25.50, which is the weekly pivot. You can make a dirty move, but the problem is that we don't have any more data for today, and now the focus is moving to tomorrow's FOMC interest rate decision, summary of economic projections, and all the important documents. Someone is saying sell and stay into 2040. Mate, are you out of your mind? 2040. It's over 5,000 pips.
I think he's drunk.
No, I think he just I think he means 2540, not 2040.
Reach that level by full margin.
Shabazz Syed saying 25.45 is good for buys, swing buys. Jesus, that is 300 pips down. Don't say things like that when I have an open position, because I have a weak heart. Oh, look at that, 30 pips. Jaisu AP 2600 today expect. I would love to see that. Chris Briggs, gold might go to 25.50 to order block on the 1 hour chart. I'm not using order blocks, unfortunately. I wish I could use them, but no, it's beyond my world. I stuck with the old school banking and finance economics. Calvin, hey, I'm looking for a funded account for the first time. I do appreciate guidance and reputable profile. FTMO, that's by far. Kai, did Josh help you, or do you have your meeting?
Josh, yeah, he's a very busy man, but we've got something scheduled for next week. Thank you for that.
Yeah, he is busy, but he was just wanking in Portugal for a week. Right, seems like gold have found a support. And the dirty move just became dirtier. This zone right here is a problem. Look at the size of the wicks. $50 pips. Yeah, roughly about 50-60 pips.
Well, Angelo should be buy now.
Say it again, sorry.
Angelo should be in buy now. He enter was 73.56.
He has a buy limit, 73. Oh, that was sent out a minute ago. Rezvan Shaba is asking, bro, what is the TP for buy? It's difficult. It's hard to answer for you guys. Like, where should you take your money out? You should know exactly. But if I have to say, here's a guidance. Rezva Shaba, I hope you're listening. So, when I'm determining take profit levels, the first one is I always ask, okay, so can I afford to leave the position on for longer? I can afford because I have capital. But many traders, biggest mistake is leaving positions running for too long and in good profit, ending up losing everything. My rule is, if you're a beginner trader, make the money, take the money, focus on growing your capital. If you're a professional trader who can afford to have runners, always the first high or low, which is at 25.80. Now it's a bit of a big push, so price right now is in 70 pips profit, so maybe it's wise to take some partials. Now, if it comes to the previous high, it will be about 110 pips. You can take some more. 82 is the next level. If it goes any higher, then you most likely already out of the position and just left a tiny runner, because no one can predict today. And also you have to take into consideration, are there any data for the rest of the day? No. What is the market sentiment? Is it bullish or bearish? What is the market sentiment for tomorrow when the FOMC interest rate decision coming up? These are the kind of questions you need to ask. Very nice. 40 pips, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, can you please make sure to press the like button just somewhere around here, right here. Here. Like button is right here. Press it. Yeah, thank you. Common is saying so much liquidity down there. I don't think it's gonna go up unless collect that. Yeah, you need to bend over for that penny. $50 pips, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing.
I think we might find the bottom for today then. Just push higher for the rest of the day with tomorrow.
Anything is possible. The problem is we have a very strong resistance at 25.85, and we don't have any more catalysts for today. We don't have data, we don't have press release. Remember that the Fed is in a blackout period, so they're not able to communicate with the outside world. So in my honest opinion, there's no enough catalyst for the rest of the day to break through or create a new all-time high. Maybe the New York Open is going to give us that, who knows, but I think the focus is now on tomorrow's FOMC.
That makes sense.
Gabi is asking, Thomas, are you using Forex Factory for the news? Anything, you can use anything you want, so it doesn't have to be investing.com, it can be Forex Factory, it doesn't matter. The most important is to be able to interpret the data or the economic data releases, because you can use even the most expensive Bloomberg terminal, but what is it worth if you're unable to understand the data which is released? So you don't need, it doesn't matter what you use. Well done, Islam Sagar, 80 pips from 25.69. Very nice. Good entry.
I haven't seen Brad in a while.
Who?
Brad the lad.
Brad the lad. He got a job at I'm not going to say the bank, but he got a job at a big bank, 4-letter, starts with HSB.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. He got a job at the desk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's prop trading, but you know, he got a job, so maybe just data munching.
Good for him.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. He deserves it. I don't know how he landed the job, how much he lied on the CV, but you know, he got it. So that's the most important. Brad, if you're listening to this, we are fucking proud of you, man. You made it to the corporate world. Good luck with that. It took me 10 years to get out of that shit. No, but we are proud of you. You made it. He's trading like a bank now because he's the bank.
But we're gonna miss him.
Do we? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Do you ever miss it though, Thomas? I miss the floor like training like that.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Depends on what floor and what desk, because when I started on the cash equities, it was more like gambling. When I started, it was more like gambling. I was an execution trader, so I was executing for the Los Angeles office in London, and those guys were just fucking gambling. Then I moved to the fixed income desk, which is considered to be the smart money. And because the fixed income is the smart money, so there is no concept as smart money, is an actual terminology for people who work on a fixed income desk. So I was smart money, and I've learned so much about the markets, yields and curves, and everything. In 1 year, I've learned more than anything at uni and anything at any other job on the fixed income desk. It was tough because it was very quantitative as well. I was managing the portfolios. I've learned a lot, but when you're in the fixed income market, you don't work a lot because you invest in we invested in 5-year corporate bonds, US corporate bonds, and then the portfolio was pretty much static. So the only thing when we had to act is when there was an interest rate decision or change. So we had to calculate the delta and we had to hedge the portfolio. But other than that, I was having 2-3 hour lunch breaks, lunch and then going to the gym.
Thomas, your cam is off.
Should be back now.
Ow.
No.
How come we had a massive gap in the opening last night, or today's opening?
No idea.
No idea?
What broker you use?
This one's TVC.
Thomas still is off.
No, it's not.
Well, for Zoom is.
Oh. Now you can see me.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, we can.
Is it hard to cap one of those jobs though?
Yeah. It's very competitive. It took me 2 years to get in to an actual trading floor. Even I was an intern at Morgan Stanley, and with that resume, it was difficult to get in. You need connections. You need a good headhunter. You need good uni. But sometimes you need. I think the most of you need is luck. Is tough to get in, especially now. Trading floors. Morgan Stanley trading floor after 2008 was reduced by 2 quarters in London.
Hey Tamas, do you think have you watched the Netflix series what's it, Suits? It's the law firm.
Yeah.
So do you think
Harvey
Specter, Harvey Specter, yeah. So do you think there's like a Suits version of trading where like there's a person that's you reckon?
The intern. Is
it
the intern? Hold on, let me find it.
No, what I mean by like in real life, do you think someone's been headhunted without any qualifications trading for a big firm?
I'm sure.
It could be, but I don't know.
Have you watched the show Billions?
No.
You would like that one.
There is a better one than Billions.
I've watched the one where it's like trading with £1 million or something like that. $1 million trade. That's the one I've watched.
This one, which is what was the name? The Industry. Yeah.
On Netflix.
On Max, on HBO.
The hell is that?
It used to be on Netflix, but not anymore. Yeah, probably this is the closest TV series as we speak to today's corporate trading desks. And I know it's because I worked on a trading desk, and I saw the series. And the places I used to work, not all of them, but it's very, very, the resemblance is just very scary. So I highly recommend to watch it. I'm going to post it in the members Discord chat. Enjoy it. It's quite dividing, full of drugs, alcohol, and dirty behavior. But that's yeah, it's tough. It's very rough. But that's probably the closest to the real world trading in corporate world.
Would this be anything close to Wall Street, though?
I can't say anything because I've never been to Wall Street. I traded in London.
No, the movie Wall Street. I think that's it.
The industry, the series I was talking about.
There's a movie.
Wolf of Wall Street?
Wolf, yes, that's it.
That's a bit exaggerated, but it's similar. But that is very the industry series is very realistic.
Oh, that's it.
All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. Ups and downs today. Bit of win, bit of loss. Tomorrow is going to be FOMC interest rate decision. I won't be available during the day, but we will be live trading the interest rate decision and the FOMC meeting. Okay?
Okay.
Very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice
See
evening.
you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Thomas.
Bye. And those of you who stayed in the meeting on YouTube, I'm going to send a discount link because tomorrow is FOMC. So if you want to live trade with me, use that link and you're able to join the Alpha community for a very discounted price because I want to give the opportunity for everyone to be able to join. So make sure you sign up. There's only 3 people. Free membership is available. Have a look on the YouTube chat, use the discount, and come join tomorrow with me, trade live with me, the FOMC meeting. Thank you so much, guys, and have a good day.